Hello. Happy Friday Sews. And it looks like I've already got a couple of you on here. Hello, hello. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Agatha and Jude. Oh, this is so cool. I'm trying a completely new software to me. So I'm not using YouTube per se. I'm using something else and trying to get used to it, but it looks like it's all working. Amazing. Oh, thank you, Agatha. I'm wearing my Seychelles mashup with the Rhapsody blouse that I made to go to Greece back in August. And I don't take it out often because it's short sleeves, but it is almost 20 degrees here, which is high 70s, low 80s for you all in the US. It's a bit of a crazy weather week we've had. All right. Gosh, I almost thought nobody would show up. I'm so happy to see a bunch of you. This is amazing. All right, so it is Friday Sews. So I'm gonna hopefully chat to you about what I've been up to this week in the sewing room. I have to say, I've had a completely insane week at work. It was incredibly busy, so many meetings. And then you get to the end of the day and you feel like you've done absolutely nothing productive. So I came down here just to make myself feel better about my crappy work day. So I did get a few things done, which is cool. Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, this is so -5 in Alberta, Janine. That is crazy. That is crazy. People were trick-or-treating yesterday at 25 degrees Celsius. It's just been a weird, very weird weather. Hi, Christine. Hi, Len. So many of you. This is so cool. My very first live, and I've got 21 of you here. Yay. All right. So the first thing I got done this week is I finished Marianne's best friend's Vernon shirt. I posted a couple of pictures of it on Instagram and I absolutely love it. If this fit me, I might be tempted to keep it for myself because it is absolutely gorgeous. Marianne wanted to steal it yesterday because she was over to drop something off and she wanted to take it home so she can bring it to her friend. But I said, no, I'm having a live tomorrow and I want to show it off. So she'll have to come back and get it. So, yeah, so I got this all finished. Absolutely love. I think I really took my time because this wasn't for me. Obviously, it was a gift. So I really wanted to nail the collar and the buttons. And yeah, it all looks fabulous. Fabulous. All right. And then what else did I work on? I worked on the Avenir jumpsuit I was supposed to wear to Frock Tales. It's in pieces right now, but I've got the top and I put one of my labels in. I think this says the bee's knees. So the top is all done. Look at these beautiful flowers. And then I've got the trousers all done down here. They're all sewn together. Now I just need to piece the whole thing together and hem, and that'll be done. And I think I mentioned this in one of my videos, I think, but that's actually going to be my Christmas Eve outfit. So I'm all set for Christmas. How amazing is that? I'd love to know what you're working on. So if you want to put that in the comments, I would love to see that. What else has been going on here in terms of stuff I've managed to sew this week? This was pretty much it. And next week, I am sewing up my Think Pink box because it came in the mail a couple of days ago, and the fabric is absolutely glorious. So it got sent right to the washing machine, and I'm going to be sewing that up this week. So that video is going to come out on the channel probably within the next couple of weeks and not at the end of the month like I usually do. I was just so excited. I needed to get that one sewn up. Jude is asking if I would recommend the Avenir for her stepdaughter. I absolutely would recommend it. It goes up to a 7X, I believe, in terms of size range. And because of the elastic waist and elastic around the neck, super easy to fit. And I love the wide legs. Yeah, absolutely would recommend it. Oh, Peggy, and Avenir would make a beautiful outfit for a wedding. Like I said, I was going to wear mine to frock tails because I absolutely love how they look. They can be super casual or very, very dressy, depending on the fabric you choose. All right. Dawn Jeans, Lynn, I saw your picture on Instagram and the top stitching was something else. I can't wait to see those all done. Oh, Cynthia, you're working on your quilt. Yay. Nice. I want to make an Ilford jacket too. I really, really hope to make one, probably from that gorgeous denim we got in a Think Pink box. I think it was last month. So yeah, I love the Ilford. Actually, that's the one I tried on with you, Christine, right? The Ilford? I'm getting all my jacket names all mixed up now. All right, so next week I've got the Think Pink box item I'm going to make. I'm going to try a new pattern, but it's from an existing, like a pattern company that I've used in the past a lot. So I'm really excited to get that one done. And then I'm going to make the Miriam trousers by Cashmerette in this gorgeous wool. I don't know if you can see the details, like there's a stripe in the fabric. I cannot wait. And I've got the lining, the fabric's been washed, and the pattern printed. So I'm hoping to sew up my muslin this week. The Miriam trousers have a really cool waistband in that, like it has a little hidden piece of elastic in the waistband so that when you sit down, if you spread a little like me, I've got soft little tissue around my belly. So when I sit, really rigid waistbands dig into me, which are not comfortable at all. But with the Miriam, there's a little bit of elastic in the waist. So I'm hoping I can make them in that wool and there'll be some new work trousers. So yeah, excited about that, but definitely a Muslim first because yeah. I have seen the new Cashmerette Club pattern. I've been wanting to make a coat. So, yeah, Michelle, I'm thinking that's also gonna get added to my list, my very long list at this point. Yeah, I'll let you know, Christine, how the Miriam workouts. I'm really excited. I love the style. I love that they look like absolutely like real trousers, but they have that little bit that's gonna make them more comfortable. So yeah. Oh, you're gonna love the Rhapsody, Kelly. It's such an amazing pattern. You're gonna love it. All right. And then what else have I got going on here? Oh, so I mentioned when I talked about frock tails, I mentioned I want to get back into sewing and wearing dresses because Christine and Cynthia and Marianne and I went shopping to try on a bunch of different styles. And I find that dresses really suit me. And I abandoned wearing them because I'm not feeling entirely confident in them. Um, yeah, I don't know. I've got some kind of weird hang up with dresses, but trying them on in the stores, I was like, wow, I really look cute in these dresses. So I want to start sewing them again. And I got ugh, this beautiful Minerva exclusive fabric. Look how nice this is to make myself probably a shirt dress. So I think this will be super fun. It's not really crazy in terms of a print, and those colors are on my palette. So I think, yeah, I think this would make a really fun shirt dress for work. It's like a cotton sateen. It's very soft and drapey. It's not stiff at all. It's been washed now, and yeah, I love how it feels. So I think this will make a really cute dress. All right. Um, oh, thank you, everybody. That's so sweet. Yeah, so I'm excited to make a couple of dresses, hopefully before Christmas. Hi, Debbie. Peggy says, or is asking for suggestions for a fleece top. She bought some fleece for Florida. I love the Whistler sweater from Love Notions, Peggy. I really love it. It's a very stylish top, but very cozy, and I think it would look amazing in fleece. So give that one a look. Oh yeah, the toaster sweater, Janine. That's right. Amazing. Thank you, Agatha. Suggestion for a shirt dress. Thank you. I did see that Itch to Stitch put out a pattern a few weeks ago now for a shirt dress with a very interesting tie at the waist. So I bought the pattern and I know I have enough fabric to make that if that's the one I choose to go with. So that would be fun. All right. In terms of life over here, like I said at the top of the video, work has just been kicking my butt this week. We have a lot of projects, a lot of stuff on the go, a lot of changes on the team, a lot of changes at the company, really. And then with needing to go in the office 3 days a week, it's been really, really tiring. But I did book 3 weeks off for Christmas. So the countdown is on for the Christmas holidays. I will be off work starting December 13th, and I won't go back into work until January 6th, I think it is. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. I need some time off. Oh, Diana says she was a tester for the Itch to Stitch dress and she really likes it. Oh, that's good to know. That's amazing. Cool. I did see the style art shirt dress that Ruan made. I think it was the Palmer, but I would need a full bust adjustment if I were to make that one. And I think the Itch to Stitch comes with the bust cups. So anytime I can save in that department is a bonus for me. All right. Okay, so while I'm live with everybody, I don't want to stay on too long. I know everybody's super busy, and some of you are actually watching this over lunch. But while you have me live, do you have any questions for me? Anything you're curious about? Anything you've always wanted to know? Oh, Jude, I know it's the first time I've been at the company I work for 35 years now. It is the first time that I'm going to be off for 3 weeks over the Christmas holidays. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I've got a few plans in terms of sewing. Um, I'm really hoping that by the time December 13th rolls around, all of my Christmas sewing will be done. So I want to make myself some loungewear to just hang around the house in. You know, that week between Christmas and New Year's where you lose track of time, you don't know what day it is. You know, I want loungewear to wear during that week. So I've got some plans for that. Michelle is asking how I approach fitting with new to me pattern companies. Um, I always make a muslin. Always, always. There are very few companies that I sew patterns from that I don't make a muslin. So I won't make a muslin for cashmerette anymore if it's a top because I know now what that they fit me really well. But other companies that are new to me, I always make a fit muslin. There are things I know I'll need to adjust even before I make a muslin, like if their patterns are designed for a B cup, I'm an F cup. Chances are I'll need to do an FBA. I have narrow shoulders, so I know I'm going to make that adjustment. But yeah, I always make a muslin. I have muslin, like actual muslin fabric. I bought a whole roll on sale about a year ago, so I use that. I am wearing, Cynthia, I'm wearing a mash up of the Seychelles top by Itch to Stitch at the top and a Rhapsody blouse at the bottom. I absolutely love the shoulder details on this top. The Seychelles top is one of my favorite patterns. How do I get so much sewing done and work full time? I'm going to brag on my husband a little bit here and tell you that he's a stay-at-home. Well, he was a stay-at-home dad when our kids lived at home. He's now officially retired. The kids are all gone except for our youngest. And he is in charge of food shopping, house cleaning, laundry. Yeah, pretty much. So I work full time. I'm in charge of cooking and then cleaning after dinner, but I don't have to spend my Saturday cleaning the house because the house is clean by the time I finish work on Fridays. So I'm super, super lucky. And like I said, I don't have small children. My children are all grown. They moved out. I have a 20-year-old here who I never see. So I've got lots of time. Plus, the hubby likes to go to bed super early, so he's in bed by 8 or 8:30 every night. So we watch TV a little bit before he goes to bed, and then I come down here and sew for a couple hours before I go to bed. So that's how I get so much stuff done. Agatha is asking what fabric I love to sew with, and one that I despise. I despise satin. I made Marianne a slip dress a couple of years ago in a satin, and I'll never do that again. This was, oh my goodness, it frayed. It was slippery and sliding all over the place. It was a horrible. Plus, it was polyester satin, so it wouldn't take a press. It was just, no, not good. I love a good rayon twill. I love to sew with it. I love to wear it. So whenever I can buy rayon twill, yeah, that's definitely my favorite fabric to sew with and wear. Um, ta, 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 ta. Susan is asking if I have any preferences in how I bind. I do, and I actually have a tutorial on my channel for quilt binding. So basically, I cut my strips 2.5 inches wide, press them in half. I sew them by machine to the front of the quilt, turn them to the back, and stitch in the ditch in the front, attaching it to the back as well at the same time. So it's my preferred method. I really don't love hand sewing, so I don't hand sew bindings on my quilt. I do it all by machine. So yeah, if you go to my quilting playlist on the channel, I have a tutorial for quilt binding. Michelle is saying, are the adjustments transferable between patterns of the same company? Yes, they should be. Most pattern companies draft from the same block. So, for example, cashmerette. I know that if I make a size 18 with the GH cup for a top and grade to a 20 at the waist, everything's going to fit me. I sometimes do, well, most of the times I do a narrow shoulder adjustment for cashmerette patterns just so the shoulders land on my shoulders. But those are the only adjustments I need to make. Uh, do I think Marianne will ever learn to sew? That's a great question, Maggie. She actually made a quilt when she was in high school for her art class, and although she enjoyed putting the quilt together, she did say at the end of it that she was never gonna do that again. She is not interested in sewing at all, like, at all, at all. She does enjoy crafting, like, she comes over and uses I have a Cricut cutting machine, so she loves to use that. But as far as sewing, no. She does knit. She wants to learn how to crochet, but yeah, does not love the sewing machine, unfortunately. I would have loved to have her down here with me sewing up stuff and making videos together, but no. Yes, Agatha, my husband is you. Oh, that's amazing. All right, let me see. Yes, supportive spouses are amazing, and he is the best. I lucked out when I found him, I have to say. Thank you, Jude. She's saying Marianne's dress was gorgeous for Frocktails. Um, I don't know if she's got plans to wear it again. I mean, it's a pretty, like, it's a statement dress, so I don't know that she'd go to work with it. But yeah, if she has a party or a wedding or something like that to go to, absolutely she could wear it again. I was so proud of that make. You guys have no idea how proud I was of that dress. Oh, Becky, what made me switch from being a quilt maker to a garment sewer? Well, I had piles and piles of quilts around the house, and I wanted to continue sewing. And there's only so many quilts one person needs or can gift to people. Um, Quilts are labor intense in terms of when you make a quilt, it's hour upon hour upon hour of time. They're expensive because quilting cotton is not cheap, and not everybody in my life deserves a quilt or appreciates a quilt, I should say. But I still wanted to sew, and so I'm dipped my toes into garment sewing again after like 25 years because I did make garments when my kids were small. I made them, Halloween costumes. I did make them a few garments. Um, but yeah, I decided to dip my toes back in and fell in love with it all over again. Yeah, I do miss quilting from time to time, which is why, I tend to make at least 4 or 5 quilts every year because I miss it. I love for me, quilting is almost like mindless. I don't really need to think about it. I just sew, sew, sew. It's very repetitive. You make the exact same piece 50 times into your quilt. I love the quilting. Um, Yeah, it's very relaxing for me. You don't need to fit a quilt, it'll fit. So I love to they're almost palette cleansers for me. Ah, right. Oh, thank you, Leanne. Thank you so much. She did look like a princess, Agatha. She really did. She was super pretty. All right. Okay, I think I've gone through all of the comments. This is good. All right. Well, I've been going at it for almost 24 minutes. And if you all don't have any more questions, I'm going to let you go back to your lunch or dinner or tea or whatever it is. And I'm going to go upstairs and spend the afternoon with my hubby, who's been painting the living room. He paints on top of everything else he has to take care of. So today is painting day for the living room. Thank you so much, everybody, to joining me. I can't believe 53 of you now have decided to log on and have a chat with me. It was so nice. Oh, and thank you, Christine. Yes, if you all could hit the like button, that'd be amazing. I'm going to try to do these at least once a month. That's the whole goal for me creating this channel and doing Friday Sews videos. It's just to have a chat back and forth and get to know everybody. So, yay, I'm excited. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And have an absolutely fabulous weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye.